Hello family, what's good, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another video. My name is Bonyue and you're watching Catch Up with Bonyue. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate it. If you are new here, please click on the subscribe button. I promise you will not regret it. And to my subscribers, I have a lot of explaining to do and I will explain just now. Please click on the subscribe button. We have another story time today. Firstly, I want to explain myself. Last week I didn't post. That's because last week on Wednesday was my birthday, the 11th of June. So on Wednesday it was my birthday. So I honestly wanted to I felt some type of way. Let me just not lie. I felt some type of way on that day, on that week. I was really under the weather. I was, had a lot of thinking to do. I just wasn't okay. So I felt like it was going to show through the camera that I'm not 100% okay. So yeah, that's why I decided not to shoot, because I always like to be 100% okay when I talk to you guys, because that's just how I love you. I just didn't feel like being in front of the camera. I truly apologize, because I promised you guys that I promised that I'd be consistent and I wasn't. I apologize. Anyways, I'm here now. I'm here with a story time about how his girlfriend almost beat me up, guys. His girlfriend almost beat me up. Take your spuzo, take your popcorn and listen to the story time, because I'm telling you, it's about to get juicy. So with all my story times, we start with the disclaimer. The story is about me and what I went through. I'm in no way trying to offend anyone. The names have been changed to protect the people who were involved. Setting up the story, back in high school, guys. It was back in, let me be comfortable. Interview. Back in high school, early grade 10. So the last story time, right, where it's still the series, The Time Love Got Me in Trouble, right? So the last episode, I was talking about the time I was in dating a gangster, it was the time I was dating a gangster. So this story time was before I dated the gangster. That was early grade 10. If you listen to the other story time, I said late grade 10, towards the winter holidays, right? So this story time is early grade 10, just when I started my grade 10, right? First term. Hi, so first term, I was still in good terms with the bad squad. Not the bad. Did I name the best squad? No, with the golf squad. I was still in good terms with the golf squad, because abafana basekaslami sichwayele nesikula sonke siyazana. We were still in good terms. It was way before the fight, right? Early grade 10. Sharp. So at school, out of the blue, namangazi kanjani, guys, I can't explain this, but out of the blue, I don't know if maybe he had when a person has their glow up in school, because at first you don't notice them and then you notice them. Maybe it was like that, but I honestly don't know where this guy popped from. It was as if he was new as Kolwen, so out of the blue, this cute, tall, yellow guy pops up. He pops up out of nowhere. We're like, oh my. And then who's this guy? Yo, guys, he was so cute, ne? Siyabuzana, it's okay, who's this guy? With my friends, obviously. It's okay, who's this guy? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Na. So basically, every time when he walks by our class or whatever, we actually we notice him and we do talk about him. Not that it's a monisa, but we do. And yes, we do, we like him, we like him. Sharp. So I started developing a serious crush on him, because I mean he's my type. I'd say he was 100% my type, because he was tall, yellow. He was just cute. One thing Begwinkinga was that he's Xhosa. No offense, but he was Xhosa. So I'd say he wasn't 100% because at the time, you know, but anyways. Then I don't want to lie, I was scared of Xhosa boys. They were extremely cute and they would hurt you. So that was the only low ngaye, but everything else he was perfect. So I started developing like a huge crush on him secretly. Obviously I wasn't like fully honest to my friends that, oh my gosh, okay, now I think, you know. But yeah, Begbonagala, obviously, because of the way we would talk, like the way I talk about him whenever we see him, goes, oh, okay. We didn't know his name, ne? But yeah, we knew about him. Hi, until this one day, one weekend, ne? One weekend, I'm at home. Nyaz bang to me nyaz pumela ngizile spaza. How? Okay, let's name him. We can't continue with the story without naming him. I will name him Xhosa guy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna name him Xhosa guy because, like, okay, yeah. So, Diba, I see Xhosa guy, Ekaslam. Like, I've never seen him like Ekaslam except for Iskolweni. Granted, Iskolo Sam was close by, but he wasn't like umuntu waseKaslam yena, you know. So it was so weird seeing him, and he was walking with Abo Kaibasekas, the golf squad, and it didn't fit, like he didn't look like he could be their friend because he looked more of a clean cheese boy type of person and not like the golf squad, because the golf squad were more of about vandals. Ne? He was working with them and I'm like, hey boo. Side note, yes, I was dating Utemba at that time because me and Temba really like pushed for a long time. You know, we did push for a long time. So even early grade 10, I was still dating Utemba. Anyways, I was still dating with Temba, but here I am having a crush. Guys, I will go back to Story Saga Temba. Hopefully you will understand me when I tell you about Utemba. But for now, yes, I was dating with Temba at the time. Sharp. Ow! I have this crush on this guy Eskolweni, and now Usekaslami with the boys that I know. What are the odds? Like, I go to the shops, I come back, and I'm like, after the weekend, go back to school, tell my friends, hey bo guys, now going to the shops, I see Xhosa guy with the golf squad, and they were equally confused. What kanjani? Like, he can't be their friend. Sharp. Second day, that day after school, saw Xhosa guy again. After school, like says change, chill and everything, I'm at home. I go out, I see Xhosa guy. And remember, me and the golf squad were still cool. Like with the other guys from the golf squad, we were still cool. So he's with the other guys, and then Bame Ekonen Langasekaslam. Not the far corner, the close corner, because my house is near a corner, you know. And then yeah, the close corner. I'll just say the close corner, not the one where Abo Bed Squad were waiting for me the time Utemba came. No, that's the far corner where Utemba lives. Like Utemba lives by that corner, and then Mina, I live far further down. So they are there by the corner. They're like, now. And guess who they are with? They are with a Xhosa guy. I was like, what? Okay, what? I can, you see, okay, Nyeza. Went in the house, obviously, like, yeah, fixed myself a bit, and then I came out. Ngabuya, mangbuya. Yeah, it was a Xhosa guy, and then he was like, hi, can we walk? You know, can we just walk? Hi. We walked. He was like, yo, I saw you at school and you know umkazile, and then I really like started like stalking you in a way because I found out ukuthi uhlalaphi. I hope you don't mind. And then like I knew one of the guys abasekas lakho. I'm sure bomangela ukungibona lana. You know, like I've been stalking you too, and I know. I didn't tell him. I was like, oh yeah, I noticed you were ekaslam with the boys, but then you know he was like, yeah, actually I wanted being Melis Katis right so cool man, you know, I wanted to talk to you, hey, you know. So we started talking and we actually had a lot in common. I liked him, he liked me, but obviously I didn't like tell him there and then would say I like you back, you know. I sharp. Then I went back to school, right? Following day, school, I tell my friends, hey guys, he likes me. I tell my girls about the whole thing, and then my other girl is like, hey girl, there's something I wanna tell you before you there's something I wanna tell you. So I always see this guy every day after school. He walks a thick hand home every day after school. So whenever I walk, I see them walking together, strolling, and ngati, you know, they are together. And I'm like, okay, thank God I found this early, but at the same time, what? So I was like, okay, so how am I gonna do this? Because like somewhere this guy, I had a crush. He was here, and I'm ready to be like, you know what, let's push. Please don't mind the sound, guys. I'm cooking at the same time. Anyways, so I was like, okay, you know what, it's fine, I'm going to ask him about it, and you know, surely there's an explanation. Okay. And then there was another thing that was weird. Eskolweni, I didn't like really see him. He was at school, but not really at school, because I didn't see him until he would come ekaslam. Every time eskolweni, it was weird, but not that really I wanted like to talk to him eskolweni or what. No, I didn't really like, you know. So later on, he came, obviously after school, he came ekaslami, and I was like, okay, so I heard this, right? Do you have a girlfriend? And then he was like, yeah, I have a girlfriend, but the relationship iguma final stages, which is why I came to you, you know, I really like you, blah 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 blah, you know. Me and my ex, we are ending things. I was like, oh, okay. I don't want problems, so you know, you better come clean if you know when I know Mundako you're still together. He was like, no, I promise you, we are cutting ties, you know. Okay. Back to school. Guy akabonakali esikoleni. Whenever I see him, he like, maybe he waves at me, or he talks to me kancane briefly, like, hi, urighty, or I think things check, and then he leaves. Nje. You know, it was cute. Now that I'm telling the story and thinking about it, yeah. But at Skolweni, it was very cute that he would come to me, you know what, yeah, check, urighty, you know. Hi, sharp. Vele yasuka, you know, we started dating. Now I wasn't innocent, obviously, because I had utemba egazi, and guys, utemba, like, my relationship Nagatemba, we, like I explained before, he gave me space. He gave me space because I wasn't ready for a lot of things, and guleso space lesser. I used that space to play. I used that space to, because he gave me space to be childish. And ngaba childish vele. Okay, Anyways, and I'm sure you're asking yourself, during that time, uXhosa guy as a gaslama zongbona, I don't remember like seeing him except for one particular time that I'm going to tell you about, you know, except for that one time. But the other times he never saw me. He was never ekas. He was never around ekas. He would go with his friends wherever. Don't know, maybe now he was busy, you know, I don't know, but he was never around ekas. He saw me only once ngale events le. Right, so then uXhosa guy came to my gasi. So early grade 10, that's when I started like dating, like seriously, got grade 10 ne? So grade 8, not really. I would have a crush, like that crush, Ice Cube, like Ice Cube. He wasn't very nice, obviously, but that was like, I'm a crush, innocent crushes that didn't go anywhere. Did have like boyfriends here and there, but it was boyfriends abasesikolweni. And then grade 10, that's when I started ukuba ne boyfriend, because angazi ngathi umama besekaqala ukuyekela kancane intambo, so I could go out later nyana would be like abo 5 nje. Later than that inkinga. But grade 8, hey guys, makuphuma isikolo uye endlini, uphuma endlini uye esikolweni, ubuye esikolweni uye endlini, finish. That was my mom. So grade 10, that's when I started like ukuba ne relationship, like where like I'd be like I could go near guy siwoke estradini, and that was it. And that was when I actually felt I was ready to have my first kiss. I mean, it's time. And what more, with this guy, he looks like he's more experienced, you know, he's more experienced. He can teach me. He can teach me. I sharp. So we've been talking for a while, the relationship is flowing, right? It's flowing, it's good. I really like didn't ask much about whether he left his girlfriend or not. Uguti, the girlfriend is still in the picture. I didn't ask. On it, I didn't. But into Uguti, sometimes whenever I walk my friend, we would see them. We would see them, and when I ask him, he'd be like, no, I was just walking her. Bina and I were just good friends, you know, like we were dating for so long, and right now we are more like, you know, friends with benefits, because I mean, she said agana muntu at the moment also, you know, and Nami obviously, so we are just, and I didn't mind. But I didn't mind, because I mean, but I was ready for my first kiss. So I told him, and then when he was like, okay, hi sahlangana, we walked, and the first kiss happened on that day. And then that's where the problem was. When we walked back, we busy siyagijimisana, siyabambana, kumnandi, siyadlala, nan. That's when sihlangana noThemba with his friends. Angazi babuyaphi, but sahlangana nabo, and they just passed us. I just acted like ayikho into eyenzakalayo, because uXhosa guy didn't know anything. So I was like, hey, as long as they passed, they didn't say anything, I'm just gonna keep quiet. Ngazithulela, and then they passed. Iwari benginayo ukuthi oh my. Oh my. Okay, so what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? But in this story, we are not focusing on Themba, we are focusing on Xhosa guy. So sharp, Xhosa guy angikaphe ekhaya, then ajike abuyele kubo ngekhaya. Now you can imagine, I was in like I was besengimthanda. you know, like high school love, you know. Yeah. But bese ngimthanda uXhosa guy because oh my word. Oh my word. Hi again. The relationship was flowing, guys. I was with the perfect guy, you know. Hi again. Until one day after school, we were, I don't know, oh no, that day we were, what were we doing? We were writing exams, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but we chose another way. We picked another way, ne? And besiyofuna amakota, coming back kithi to chill, then ngizomkhapha later on. So masibuye ukuthenga amakota, sahlangana nabo. Like that was like way after school. Everyone sekachangile, so nabo bese bachangile bagcoka impahla zasekhaya. Hlangana nabo, they are holding hands. Yababona nje ukuthi bayaxoxa. That was before they even saw us, not they, before he saw us. So he's with his girlfriend, bayabambana, bayastrolla, nan. Right? And I'm like, asuXhosa guy lo. Okay, uXhosa guy. What? Bayabambana, kumnandi, they are walking. When he saw me, wagreba lokela isandla, baziqhubekela ngendlela. He didn't even like, you know, phela I'm the main now. He didn't do anything. When I tell you, he just grabbed the girl's hand, badlula, fast. And now I'm like, my friend is like, uyakujwayela lona, uyakujwayela kusho ukuthi abahlukananga. Now ama dots ayahlangana ukuthi no, all along abahlukananga, these people are together. Ngathi, you know what, ngiyomlanda esikolweni, ngifuna ukuya esikolweni because what, ngizodlala ngami kanjalo. Angazi isibindi ngisithatha phi, angazi, ungangibuza, angazi isibindi bengisithatha, but ngathi ngifuna ukumlanda esikolweni, uyangijwayela. Following day esikolweni ngaya kuye ngathi ngifuna ukukhuluma nawe. I was like, yini manje, like you see ukuthi he's not comfortable, he's looking around because yena nalo girl beba same class, beba ku same class. Ngathi nithe ngifuna ukukhuluma nawe. Why? Angithi mina nawe siyajola. Hawu yini manje? No, ngathi yazini, ngikubonile izolo, ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kwenzakalani. How angithi ngichazelile ukuthi kwenzakalani. I was like, mara the way kwenzakale ngakhona izinto I don't understand. Yabo. You know what, sizokhuluma. You know, he was so in a rush ukuthi ayivale. He was like, you know what, we will talk. Ngabe ngasuka ngazihambela ngabukela kwankani bami. Sengibonile nje vele ukuthi kanti njoba sengibonile mina nami sengiboniwe ukuthi okay girl, okay, shukuthi the girl saw us. Hi sharp. After school, ne? So after school that day he didn't come in Aslam to see me, ne? And then the following day also he didn't come to see me. Hi sharp. Like ilanga lesi3 sengisho ukuthi you know what, sihlukene. I was like, you know what, sesihlukene. Because wenzani? Uzama uzenza uhleva ngami. 3 days singabonani. 2. LS3 ngathi you know what, kusho ukuthi sesihlukene. Mina ngithatha ngokuthi it's over. Esikoleni mangimbona azama ukwenza lezi zinto zakhe, ngivele nje ngiyiphumele kuyi. Kanjalo. Azeki, and then ngimshaya ngamabhomo esikoleni. The cutest thing happened. The cutest. So, sengimshaya ngamabhomo ngithi so ngizodlula nabangani bami. Angazi bekabuya but bekeza yena, mina ngizodlula nabangani bami, right? Ngimshaya ngebhomo vele. Wangidonsa ngesandla. Ngisathi ngiyadlula wangidonsa wathi amani ima. Yini kanti inkinga? I was like, no. Wena usase nomuntu and awufuna ukungitshela. Why ungangitsheli? Hey da. Na. And he was like, no, calm down. It's not like that. Me and the girl actually, it's exactly that what I told you. Blah blah blah. I was like, oh okay. Cause vele sengithande indlela enze ngayo makangidonsa. You know, sengithande leyo ndlela leyo. So I was like, okay, no, okay. Athi ngizokubona after school, right? That's yeah, okay. Very same after school, mangikhapha umngani wami, they were working together. Ubemkhapha ekhaya. How? Very same day, uqeda ukuncenga. After school, he was walking the girl home. How? Hi, and ngalelo langa lelo sahlangana so again. Ngavele ngamdlula, ngahamba nomngani wami sazihambela. Like ngamdlula, ngazathi angimazi, ngathi we are not together. Ngazihambela. Mangibuya, angithi ngibuya ngiyi-1. Mangibuya ngihlangana no girl, uhamba nabangani bakhe abayi-2, ne? Bangibize. Sicela uze la. Ngiwani? Uvalo. Ngiwani? Sicela uze la nabo. Ayi ngiyaya. Mangifika athi I don't want to name her, but like let me name her main. Athi umain hi unjani? Ngitha ngiyaphila kunjani? Ngiyaphila. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi inXhosa ne? Ngicela ukubuza ba kwenzeka ntoni phakathi kwakho noXhosa guy inXhosa. Kwenzeka ntoni phakathi kwakho noXhosa guy? Ngithi mina next guys bengithuke I wasn't myself. I was like, next, why? She was like, no, indaba senginibone hayi kayi-1 hayi kayi-2 kaningi nje esikolweni ningathi ama vibes angiwathandi. Ngithi mina yi-boyfriend yakho? Athi ya umngani wakhe athi kunenkinga. Okay. So mangiceda ukuthi i-boyfriend yakho athi girl umngani wakhe athi kunenkinga. Ngithi mina no hayi akunankinga. Athi makaceda bese ulwana athi siyajola so angicela ukuthi uphume uzi-distance yabo. I was like okay. No akunankinga yabona nje njengomuntu ocooperateayo ngathi no akunankinga vele like you know respect vele relationship yomuntu njengentombazana yomthetho ngathi nje. And from there I was like, you know what, I am done. I don't want to be seen with that guy because girl was thick. The friends were thick. Bebazongenzani. And lo munye masengihamba athi wenzeka ke futhi waba right besomshaya. Besizawumbetha. Angingifaka ama earphone. Ngasichubekela ngendlela ngahamba. Okay, it's I was like, you know what? You are a liar, a cheater. Angisakufuni. I'm good. We are done. You know. He was like, no, ayikho kanjalo nana. I was like, no. Okay, he came to me and made it clear ukuthi nina nisase together. So I'm sorry. I'm good. And another thing that made me ngibe sure ukuthi I'm done with the Xhosa guy was isite lakaThemba. There was a whole lot of drama there also that forced me to be like, you know what, so that's how ngamyeka. And still guys, following day after I dumped him, mangikhapha umngani wami, they were together walking kumnandi and they continued for the rest of the term. Not the term, the rest of the year. I think they continued. So I don't know what was that, but that was another story time about how love got me in trouble. A girl wanted to almost beat me up. She almost beat me up. Thank God she came angibuza, and thank God for me I was respectful, otherwise benzawubethwa. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story time. I appreciate you. If you are here and you are new, it means you like it here. Please click on the subscribe button and enjoy the story times. For now, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I appreciate your support, guys. I love you, love you, love you.